What's up, Knights? The new Dragon update is coming to Albion Online, and yeah, it's exciting. But instead of just hyping it up, let's actually break this thing down and look at what it means for you as a player. Because there's a lot more here than just cool, a dragon. So let's get into it. If you're planning to walk into one of these dragon portals, be ready because chances are you're gonna have to fight your way in first. Here's why. These portals show up on the map in the different sizes. And that size difference matter. Because right now, there are two groups of players who are gonna be hungry, and you might just end up being their next meal. You're talking gankers and small-scale PvP groups camping these interns. If you're rolling in solo or even with a party, and you try and enter one of these new portals, chances are you're getting hunted. That's gonna make these maps feel a lot more alive, but it also gonna make life a lot harder for anyone who just want to experience the main content. Now let's talk about how these dragon areas actually work. Their entrance spawn randomly, and from what I've seen in the test server, they come with a timer before they actually open. On top of that, there are 3 different sizes: large for big parties between 15 to 20 players, and medium for groups of 5 to 7, and a small for solo players up to a party of 5. Basically, depending on your party size, the game really balances which entrance you get funneled into. One more thing to keep in mind, the zone type depends on where you enter from. If you walk in a dragon area from a safe zone, the map inside is an orange zone, but if you enter from a black zone, you're getting a full black zone PvP map. No surprise there. And here's the part that really raises the stakes. There is a real chance you run into other player inside the dragon area too. And when that happens, you're fighting. No way around it. Every player's pass is actually traceable based on the teleports they take between the floating islands, which means if you want the best loot, killing the fire dragon and cracking open the large chest, you're going to have to fight someone for it. And the biggest question everyone asking, does this content actually pay? Simple answer, yes, obviously. There's a ton of new stuff being added. For starters, dragons as a whole are completely new to Albion. They didn't exist before, so. And one of the first dragon race we're getting is the fire dragon, which comes with 3 brand new artifacts, each with genuinely interesting abilities. Also, you can kill a dragon and it drops dragon blood, which you can use to craft solid dew, food and potion. Interesting, yeah? Beyond the chest rewards, these new artifacts and materials are about to get expensive super fast. Every crafter and players out there wants to be first to use these fancy items and also craft them. So, demand and prices are going to be brutal. This content also isn't running 24/7 in every zone. Portals show up periodically to keep things spread out. There's also a different dragon type that spawn randomly out in the Outlands, built especially for guilds. Big groups rallying together. The game actually marks the map in advance, giving everyone heads up before the invasion hits, so everyone knows exactly where to show up and get ready. Fame and bonus reward. By running this new content, you will earn a special point, kind of like a faction point, and with it, you can unlock a set of avatar rings and a full dragon hunter's outfit. Honestly, it's pretty sick. Fame-wise, it's great too. As you kill certain mobs and capture objectives upon the floating islands, you build up something called dragon energy. The higher that the stacks goes, the bigger your combat fame buff gets. And it's not just fame. The higher your dragon energy, the more defense you get against mob and more damage you deal to them too. Combine that with the mob density up there, which is really solid, and you've got a genuinely strong fame for. Alright, let's talk items, because this update isn't just about the dragon fight itself. There is a whole batch of new toys coming with it. First up, yes, we're getting a dragon mount. Extremely high armor, magic resistant, and CC resistance. Next, damage, slows, and silences do not interrupt the mount gallop, only stun, stops it. But while mounted, you can't use R-Bag. It simply doesn't have that option. Next, a new potion called Lifeward, which I think we will see a lot in ZVZ and medium scale fights. Throw it on an area and anyone standing there get a buff for a few seconds. If their HP in the duration would hit 1, they instead get a stun for 2.5 seconds and recover 23% of their HP, but take 80% healing reduction while it happens. There is also a new food, the Leyfin Omelette, which boosts cooldown rate, cast speed, and healing cast, all at once. Easily one of the best food for healers and supports. 3 pieces of a new set have shown up on the test server so far, and all 3 are genuinely interesting. The Dragon Slayer hood led you through a fire onto an area. Anyone caught inside can't use invis, and their cooldown speed drops. Sneaky, tricky helmet. The jacket gives you a mobility jump into a target area. On landing, you're immune to CC in the zone, and your cooldown rate and damage both increase. And the shoes. This one gonna get heavily abused. Landing a hit gives you 4 stack of burning moment. It guarantees 20% movement speed for up to 6 seconds. Your next 4 ability uses each refound 15% of the cooldown on all your weapon ability slots, consuming 1 stack per use. Depending on the weapon, that could mean landing your ultimate first, chaining 4 ability, and hitting your ultimate again almost immediately. Now I know some of you are thinking, that's it? I want more, give me more content. Totally fair, but don't worry. For the guild groups and hardcore PvE enjoyers, there is a brand new raid coming too. From what I've seen in the test server, the map will drop from chests that guard with drakes and also chests that guard with fire dragon. Honestly, I'm not sure yet, but maybe it will drop in other chests in the floating island in the dragon area, so don't quote me on that. Loot wise, it looks like this raid is going to hit hard in the terms of reward. So the catch, the maps for it are expensive, and unlike previous raid, this one can't be crafted, at least not right now. Maybe that changes down the road, we will see. So here's my prediction for where this update is headed. We are only looking at the tip of the iceberg. Like I mentioned in my last video on the same topic, we've seen this pattern before. Back during the Avalonian invasion update, start small. Only a handful of Destiny board branches got the first Avalon artifacts, but over time it expanded into basically everything. Food, armor, weapons, all of it went Avalonian eventually. I think we're about to see that exact same pattern here, except with dragons. I hope we get some void dragons, frost dragons, nature dragons, and probably more. Each one almost certainly brings its own wave of new artifacts. Or hey, maybe that's just me theory crafting out loud. Let me know in the comments what's the part you're most hyped for, and if you think I missed something, drop it below too. Love you guys, see you in the next video.